Hello, everyone. Um, I'm Diana, and we're gonna be commentating Lula's game today. I hope you can hear me well. Um, so just started. We're a little bit delayed, I guess, because of my technical issues. But Lula has the black pieces. So her opponent played the London system. um, which is interesting. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I'm just gonna check what his rating is. She's playing against Noel Paoli. Let me check. He is okay. He's 1200, 1226. So it makes, I guess, some sense that he's playing the London. It's a solid opening, and there's not too much theory involved. Hello, Vlad. And Anton and Crimson. We hear you well. Okay. We cannot see. You should be able to see me. I'm in the corner over there. I can see myself. Um, okay, so H3 was played and Lula played Queen B6. So this is playing against the bishop that moved away from C1. And now she's putting pressure on B2, which is um, a nice way to play against the London. So if you want a system against the London, you can learn from Lula's game because this is a nice way to play. So White has to decide whether they defend the pawn with Queen C2 or maybe Queen B3. So after Queen B3, Black can kick away the Queen, and then White has to decide whether they want to trade queens and take. And if they go back, we actually have a nice move here. If you guys want to... oh, Queen B3 was actually played. Queen B3 was played. But we'll see if we see C4 on the board. Probably Lula knows her stuff. So after Queen... Yes, she does. Okay, yeah, so we're seeing this on the board. So Queen B3 is played, and I just played C4. And now White has to decide whether they take or play Queen C2. After Queen C2, we have this nice move, Bishop F5. And if the Queen takes, we can take on B2 and the Rook can't be defended. That'll be really nice. Hey, 17. So C4 was played. This is the position we have right now. I'm also going to start my stream. I'm... Oh, right, yeah. Okay. I've got to copy Lula's video. So, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a good day and ready for some chess. I think Lula will win this convincingly. She's playing well so far, and she knows her stuff. And also she is, I think, around 200 or 300 points higher rated than her opponent. Hey, Emma Showtime. Okay, so her opponent is thinking, he's thinking whether he takes or plays Queen C2. There's no other options. So we'll see. What's the time on the clock? Yeah, it's 90 plus 30. So normal classical. I think. I don't think there's any added time after 40 moves. Okay. Um, okay. I'm just gonna add. Okay, he took the queen. So queens are exchanged. She took back with the a pawn, and now we have a really nice um a file going for us. Okay. I'm also gonna go live from my channel too. Uh, okay. And he played bishop c7. Okay, let's see. So he's putting pressure on b6. Um, I guess she can just play b5. Or I guess you could also play rooks a6. But maybe b5 makes a little bit more sense. Hmm. What do you guys think? I've lost the chat. Here we are. Okay. I've never seen bishop c7 before, and I play this line against Lula. You've never seen bishop c7? I guess. Yeah, I mean, what do you usually play? Knight d2? Bishop c7? It is maybe a little bit unnecessary because you want to play b5, b4 anyway. So yeah, it doesn't really make much sense, and it's true that b6 is undefended. Okay, so she's played b5. That's good. She's played b5. b4 is coming next, then knight c7, knight c2, a2 is also weak. We have a nice a file. Things are good. Yeah, exactly. You would do that anyways. Yes, you want to place you want to play b4 anyway. So it makes the most sense to do that. Bishop c7. There's nothing this bishop can do over here. And it's just gonna be moving out of there later on anyway. Yeah, exactly. The a rook is the pawn is pinned. The a rook is not protected. So if you can get to a b3, that would be good. Also, maybe you don't even want to get to b3. I'm thinking, should you, if you get a choice, should you take on c3? But actually, yeah. So we want to develop this bishop, play e6, and after we get to b3, oh no, never mind. I was thinking about something silly there. Do you want to play b3? I'm not actually sure if you do. Maybe you just want to keep pressure and just keep b4 on the board. King d7. Well, I don't think you want to. Do you want to play king d7 in front of this bishop? You want to develop first and then king d7. Yeah, that's a good idea. think you keep the tension on b4 as long as you can, but either way you get rid of the double pawns and live happily. Yeah, exactly. So you can choose whether you get rid of the double pawns. You can always play b4 later, so it's not really. There's no rush for it. Um, yeah, I like Lula's position. It's an ideal position that you can get for black. Okay, so a3 was played, which doesn't actually do anything because the rook is pinned. So we can just play b4 anyway. a3 is also an unnecessary move, doesn't do anything. You can just play b4, and if they take, you can just take with the knight. The rook, the pawn is pinned, so a3 is not doing anything. So far we have, yes, she's played it. She's played b4. b4 is on the board. Excellent. A nothing burger move. Yeah, it's a nothing burger move. Did the opponent never played London? I guess he's never played against London. I don't know. Also, he's 1200, so I can't imagine he's played a lot of over the board games. So if you're used to something online and then you play this over the board, you're kind of just figuring things out over the board. I don't know. I assume he doesn't play that much. But Lula's playing really well. I'm not sure what the time situation is, but I think she has a lot of. Oh, actually, I can check, can't I? Oh yeah, so she has an hour and 28 minutes, and he has an hour and 12 minutes. So she hasn't really wasted any time in the opening at all. So time management is good, position is good, confidence is good. Oh, also he is born in 1954, so you can do the math on his age. He's way behind on time. Well, he's not really that behind on time. It is just the start of the game, so an hour 24 isn't that bad. Um, but I guess it does increase. He's hovering over the rook. Oh no, he's hovering over the knight. Sorry, he wants to develop his knight. He wants to develop his knight. Okay, yeah, he's developed his knight. Um, so knight d2 was played. He's turning 70. He could already have turned 70. We don't know if his birthday already passed. Okay, so Luna has to decide whether she wants to trade or just leave it there. She can also just develop her bishop to f5. All of them. I think all decisions are good. I'm thinking maybe bishop f5. The rook is still pinned, so if they take, you can just take on b4. Maybe actually taking on a3 is a good idea because if they take with the pawn, this is a long-term weakness, so maybe you can just. Well, I don't want to play e6 before developing my light square bishop. But after e6, then you can just attack it with the bishop yourself. So a3 is going to be vulnerable, and so is c3. So maybe you can take. Actually, taking either way creates the same problem. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But if you take on a3, I guess they get to choose whether they want to trade rooks or not. So staying, taking, playing bishop f5, I think they're all good ideas. They're all good moves. London system lives up to his reputation as an opening for all timers. I'm surprised he's. I'm not. This probably isn't his first tournament, but he is 1200, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. Has he played a lot? Okay, so she's taken on c3. So we're gonna have this really nice pawn structure. We've undoubled our pawns. Excellent play from Lula. We have a prediction here. Who will win? Our Queen Lula or Grandfather London system? What do we think? Well, I think that it's... I'm going to put in... I'll put in 2,000 for Lula. Going all in on my channel points. Okay, so let's see. What is... I think she's considering bishop f5 or maybe e6 first. Both are good. Maybe then you can develop your bishop through a6, but because of c4, I don't like that bishop on anywhere else apart from f5. So, it does make b7 a bit vulnerable, but if the rook ever goes there, we can just take, and then we're also threatening c3. What is this position? What opening was played? Fando. London system was played. Our opponent played the London. Yes, brilliant. We've got bishop f5 on the board. GM Lula for the win. Right, Perpet. Of course, you had to point that out, didn't you? The real question is if we get b5, b4 in another time before he does something against it. Oh, that's true. We might even get another b5, b4. That's true. We can just play it again. The rook is still unprotected. The pawn is still pinned. Yeah, so it's Lula's first game. The tournament started yesterday, but there were train strikes in France as usual. So she got to enjoy the first day. So she's not too exhausted yet. b5, you think b5 is the best move? b5 threatening b4. And after b5, yeah, I guess you can't really play rook b1 because of a3 and c3. But you can still play b5 next anyway, so is there a rush? I don't think there's a rush. Okay, we're going all in for Lula to win. I don't think we're going to be getting any channel points because any Lula coin because no one's going to vote for Grandfather London, so as it should be. We'll just get our refund. Okay, so Bishop b6 was played. He's stopping the b5 advance. So this is probably the first move we see that makes sense from white. Although now that bishop is off the nice London diagonal, and we've got a nice London diagonal for our bishop. So that bishop, well, now we can just play e6, attack on a3, Then I don't know how she's gonna. Sorry, I don't know how he's gonna protect that pawn. I guess he can just push it, but yeah, he can just push it. Then we can develop castle, maybe double up, play rook a6 and play rook a1. We can think about a setup like this. You voted for Grandpa just for the odds. How much have you put in? Oh, I can't see. Hopefully, you've put a lot so that you can lose a lot and we can gain a lot. Also, Wise Human, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Mm. Thank you, Vlad. Nice Kingside development, Grandpa. Well, yeah, it's gonna take a while to develop these pieces. Well, I guess only 2 moves. But it's Lula's turn here. I think she will play e6. There's nothing else I see. Maybe also rook a6 is a consideration, but the bishop will just. Okay, then maybe the bishop will go to c5 and we play a6. Sorry, e6. Then we have to trade bishops, and I don't think you really want that. You want to be the one to trade, if anything, to ruin the pawn structure. So e6, I think. Yeah, e6 was played. Excellent. Luna is just playing amazing chess. She's playing really, really well. We already have our first fight here. Perpet against Nightbot. Although it's morning. Um, hey, Chris Alonso, how are you doing? The exam went well. Great. I'm glad. I'm happy that the exam went well. Which round is it? So Lula is playing in the Cannes International Festival. And this is the second round, but it's Lula's first round. And she has the black pieces. She's playing against a Frenchman who is 1200. So she is the favorite in this game. Also, sarcastic. No, sarcastic. Thanks for the follow. Also, how's the queen traded at the start? Okay, so I'll show you what happened. Really quickly. So Lula played queen b6, attacking on b2, and after white played queen b3, and decided to go for the trade. So that's how we got here. And after, oh wait. Oh yeah, knight d2 was played. So this is the position that we have right now. And it is white to move. This man really woke up early to play the worst London system. Oh, can you have a good London system? I don't know. Yeah, the a pawn is still happily pinned. Also, he might have not woken up early because he probably wakes up even earlier than this. Some people wake up much earlier. This is probably his afternoon. There's a free pawn on the red file. Yeah, well, black is threatening to take it, so it's white's move. They have to consider whether they're taking it, but knight b1 doesn't work because we can just take it. Oh, you meant me? Well, I'm happy to be up. It gives me a reason to wake up early, and I have a wonderful company here. It's not just me, it's all of us. a4 was played, okay? So he's pushing down the board, but now this pawn, I guess it can still go to a5 because it's protected by the bishop. Maybe we can consider knight d7, and that bishop is going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. If we go to c5, then we can just take it, ruin the pawn structure further. And if they go back to c7, well, best of luck to that bishop still. Then we can play b5. So, okay, I like knight d7. Also, well, I guess rook a6. They can play a5. They're also playing quite quickly, which is nice. Not taking too much time. Bishop d6 first. Bishop d6 first. Yeah, to take away c7. Maybe that's much more accurate. And then after a5, bishop d7. I guess we might have a chance to protect the bishop like this. Is there time scale? Yes, Lula has an hour and 22 minutes, and London, grandfather London is on 1 hour and 18 minutes. White is 1200. You're right, you can just play knight takes a5. Yeah, you can just take it. Because then you would. Oh, I guess b7 is also hanging. So let me just think here. Do you want to give trade that? Oh yeah, rook b1 doesn't work. You're right. Rook b1 doesn't work. Yeah, it is easy playable for black. Black has a beautiful position here. There's nothing I can say. So it's black's move here, and I guess Lula is considering whether to play bishop d6 first or knight d7. I can't think of any other better moves. Maybe even knight e4 to put pressure on c3, but I don't think you want to trade these knights yet. And knight e4, there's nothing stopping you from doing that later anyway. Kingside pieces forced into early retirement. Yeah, they didn't even get a chance to retire. They're just still in the womb. Yeah. Not retired, just tired. That's a good one. Yeah, he's keeping the board ready for the next game. I mean, he didn't really have a chance to develop because he went chasing this b6 pawn and went to b6 anyway with his bishop for some reason. Okay, so bishop d6 was played. Excellent. 17 predicted correctly. I'm really impressed with Lula's play. And now she's leaving the board confident, letting white decide what to do because knight d7 is coming and it is almost game over. Well, not really, but there are so many weaknesses in white's position that this is so difficult to play with for white. What can you even do? Knight d7 and the bishop is going to be lost because, well, if you go there, you lose a pawn anyway. You can't play rook b1 because of the bishop. What can you do? Bishop d6, excellent move. No, we are not here. We're not in the stockfish business. We are in the using our brain business. That's what you should be doing. Oh, actually, let me just do something here. Okay. Too many armchair GMs. Yeah, we're using the same power that Lula has. If Lula can do it, we can do it. Okay, he played. He made a move. What did he play? He played. He developed his knight. Okay, this is going to be a cruise for Lula. Knight d7 is coming, and what is White going to do? Excellent, excellent. This is brilliant. Knight d7. I think this is going to be a early, quick game. We're gonna win the. I also appreciate that he plays quickly and he's not spending too much time on these moves. Because you don't want to have to, you know, waste too much time in a winning position when they don't really have many moves. But he's just like, look, I'm playing worse chess. Just beat me. I'm not taking my time. Knight d7 is gonna come. I bet Lula's thinking, oh my goodness, this is just wonderful, glorious for me, but it's too easy. I don't want such an easy game. He doesn't have too much time left to ace. Woohoo! Perfect. Okay. Are you her coach? Well, no, I am not her coach. We are. Um. Lila doesn't need coaching from me. Knight d7. She was beating me in the last game we played, in the last title Tuesday. I'm also gonna get rid of these ads, so let's just do the necessary thing here. And of course, the ads still have to come. This guy's gonna get swallowed up by the new FIDE ratings. Taking her last every chance to play against a 1200. Well, not for long. I don't think I don't think he's going to stay 1200 for long with this kind of play. Her pre-match jitters seem quite unnecessary given how her opponent has played. Well, pre-match jitters or jitters in general are a normal thing, even if you are playing. I mean, the lower rated your opponent is, the more jittery you get because you have more to lose. So I relate to her. But yeah, it's unnecessary because she's just completely. She's played a perfect game. You couldn't have played any better. It's gonna gain a couple of 100 points, but not thanks to this kind of play. Yeah. I think should we stop bullying poor Grandpa London? Do I feel bad? Mm, maybe a little bit. Although he's not going to watch the stream, so b5 was better. Well, actually, considering the position we have here, I don't think b5 was better because then he wouldn't have wanted to play bishop b6 to stop b5 from being played. So, actually, I think the way that Lula has played is much better because now we've tempted him to give away this terrible bishop. So now he's thinking. How to transition to endgame? Well, I mean, already we are trading off this bishop. The bishop has nowhere to go. If a5, we can just take it for free because the pawn is pinned, so that's one piece gone. And then, well, you can just castle. Well, actually, what can white do? The only thing that white can do is play bishop c5, and then they'll just lose a pawn. And now we have to decide, do we take with the bishop or the knight? Maybe we can take with the knight and put pressure on a4. a4 is going to drop. Another piece traded we'll take with the rook, maybe. Too good. Lula's already getting bored of this position. I feel for Grandpa London because this is pretty much resignable. a5 drops piece, now bishop c5 drops a couple pawns. Well, you know what? We should learn from him and not think after we make bad moves and think before to prevent bad moves. She's not the only one. There's literally nothing to think about here. Well, the only thing you can think about is what you're having for lunch, I guess. Also, she's in Cannes, so amazing food there, amazing seafood, and I think Lula does like seafood. So, Bishop c5. Well, has been played. It hasn't been played yet. Maybe we can look up some restaurants for her. That can be our commentary. Looking up what food Lula can have. Also, it's quite nice in Cannes. It's annoying because I would have loved to be there, to play with her, but I couldn't. I'm teaching at this club, so I wouldn't be able um to take time off. Oh, she doesn't eat. Oh, right. Okay, okay. Um. Well then, other nice meals. The time format is 1 hour and 30 minutes plus 30 seconds increment. Hey, Pawn Mars Destroyer. Can you do the can? Not really, not so well. Wait, are you already going to sleep, Pawn Mars Destroyer? What time is it for you? Isn't it really late? Hello, go cool. Okay, bishop c5 was played. Some pawns are gonna be taken. Now Lula has to decide what to take back with. Bishop or knight? What would you guys prefer? I actually prefer taking with the bishop just so we can take the a4 pawn as well. Okay, so she's actually taken with the knight, which is still good. We still win this pawn. And this pawn is gonna drop anyway. This way we get to keep our bishop pair. Haha, Lula loves her bishop pair. Okay, yeah, that makes sense that she quickly did that. He took back and now we'll just have, look, we have a lovely pair here. That's a nice pair. It's an anarchy pair. Okay, so she took back. We're maybe gonna castle and slowly. I hope it's not gonna be a slow grind because it's already completely winning. Two isolated pawns here. How are we gonna get to c3? Maybe we can actually bring our bishop back and attack this way. Okay, so what did he just play? Okay, he just played bishop e2. He's developing. Just vitamins. Do you guys like pears? I actually don't. I'm not the biggest pear fan. Yes, Laz, I also preferred bishop takes because then you can easily attack these pawns, but this is still good. He was a fan of horses initially. Maybe she spent too much time with Twitch chat bullying her into, or she spent too much time with chess players bullying her into liking the bishops more. If you get Diana to talk early in the morning, that's the kind of thing you'll hear. Wait, what's the kind of thing I'll hear? Food or what? I can't remember what I said. You prefer apples or citrus fruits? Yes, I love citrus fruits. Apples. Apples have to be crunchy, and yeah, I also like sour apples, I guess. But Granny Smiths, sometimes I don't like them. Depends. I have to be in the mood for them. Tang Gang. Yeah. My favorite fruit is mango, though. So how can you like pears when mango is a fruit? Also, with pears, it's hard to get a good one, but it's very easy to get a bad one. Hello, Melancholia. Yes, early morning for me. We are commentating in Lula's over the board game. She is thinking about how to win this game faster, more efficiently, but probably we can just castle. We can actually do anything. We don't even need to castle. Probably we can just play King D7. I have other commitments. Been lurking and breaking silence to chime in that mango is the best fruit. Yes! Ruiner MTG, you are correct. Well, obviously you're correct. Mango is definitely the best fruit. Raspberries are also close at the top. Has anyone ever had, wait, what is that fruit that's supposed to be smelly but really tasty and tastes like custard? Yes, a durian. Yes, yes, yes. Has anyone ever had one before? I really, really want to taste one. Over the board has ruined apples. Nothing scars your soul like an underrated 12-year-old chomping on an apple while chomping on your pawns. Are they so underrated then? Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, sorry. I read that in my mind as overrated. Um, yeah, that's true. Actually, that has never happened to me though. I haven't experienced that, but it's funny because they always have their little containers of nuts and fruit, bananas. They have bananas a lot. So actually bananas are more ruined, I think. So what was just played? Oh yeah, it's Lula's go, I guess. Um I think maybe she's gonna, okay, I predict she's gonna castle or play her king. Any other, oh, we can actually also just play b5, to be honest. We can just play b5 because the rook is um still hanging. Okay, bishop c2 was played. This is actually a move that was recommended by Anton. Anton. Ant. How do you like to be called? So she's attacking this pawn. I really like this move. Lula's just playing perfectly. Hey, GP Bear, how are you doing? Oh, impressive palette you've got. His actual name is Luca. Yeah, bishop c2 is a great move. Actually, I prefer it to b5 because after b5, he could have just castled, and maybe we don't even want an isolated a pawn. We just want to take it and still keep our beautiful pawn structure. Maybe we can even get connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got achieved a Rosen goal. Well, Luca or Anton, how do you like to be called? Goku, have you ever had a durian? Oh, you're asking the question again. If I told you, would you know the exact club? It's just a local club here. You have had it multiple times, and does it over the board rose gold hunting? I wish that was a thing. Have you? No, I didn't miss. I didn't answer it because I don't think it matters if I answer it or not, because it's just a local club. The kids over there. But what? Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, does the durian live up to his expectations? If you take, you'll be taken by the castle. Well, then you just take back. Oh, sorry. I mean with b5. After b5, it does live up to his expectation. Oh, I would really love to get it. Luca and I have the mirrored situation where his name is easy to pronounce, but his handle isn't, and my actual name is impossible to pronounce, but my handle is easy. What is your name? The John Travolta Nicolas Cage of Wormtown. I'm gonna pretend that I understood that reference. Good taste and horrible smell. Um, yeah, interesting. I guess it. Okay, white has castled. I mean, they couldn't protect the pawn, so they might as well get king safety. So now we decide: do we take with the bishop or the rook? Probably the. Actually, bishop is also fine. Does she want to trade pieces? I mean, yeah, probably do want to trade rook, and then after trade, then you can play b5. Really? Would it be a deal breaker? Hmm. But I think. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's interesting. But once it's in your mouth, you wouldn't smell it. Hello, Dirkia. How are you doing? I hope you're good. There's the tiny trick. Rook takes a4. Rook takes a4. Rook a1, and you're forced to push b5. But is that bad? I don't think it's so bad. Well, you want to be pushing b5 anyway. Wait. So you're saying if we take like this, either way we need to push b5. Bishop there doesn't. I mean, then we can just trade because rook a1 doesn't work because we can just play knight d8. Sorry, rook a8 doesn't work. Working and watching. Enjoy your work if you can, if that's possible. Yeah, anything can take on a4. She just has to decide does she want to trade or not. Actually, it's funny because on the live board broadcast, um, the result is already put up as 0-1. So even the board broadcast is predicting that Lula has won the game. Castling to develop a second rook. Actually, you're right. We can even just ignore taking this pawn because we're gonna take it anyway, no matter what. So we can just castle. Oh wait, do we take it no matter what? I guess bishop here. Bishop d1. And then we are protecting it. So yeah, we actually just need to take it immediately. Okay, so she's taken with the bishop. Decent. And now, does this work? I guess then we have to play b5. So actually, we get the same position as we would have if we played b5 immediately, just traded bishops. Oh, rook b1. He played that very quickly. He just played rook b1 very quickly. So rook b1 was just played. He's attacking here. Maybe rook a7 or b5. Maybe we can just play. Oh, we actually cannot play b5 because the rook will just take it. So we can't even play b5. Oh, b6 was played. Excellent. Didn't even consider that. Excellent play. b6, protecting it with the bishop. This bishop, I guess. Well, Well, there are some annoying positions here. What are we going to do after bishop d1? I am not sure. Maybe b6 was a little bit fast. Oh no, I don't like this. What are we gonna do here? Yeah, bishop d1. It's interesting that white is black and black is white. Yeah. Now we have to play b5. Will he see bishop d1? That's really annoying. I think we should have played rook a7 there. Here after this, maybe we should just play rook a7. Oh, we can also play knight d8, I guess. Oh, the names of the board. Oh yeah, that's because I flipped the board and I don't think I have control of changing the names. Now your logic proves me right. Wait, what logic? Okay, so... Oh, that's really annoying. That's annoying because everything was so perfect, and now if we give that pawn back, black is still much better, but it's not as clear as before. So... Oh, he didn't see it! He didn't see it, thank goodness! He did not see it. Okay, so rook b1 was played, and then she played b6. He actually played knight d4. Okay. I think we can already... Wait, let's think for a second. Yeah, we can just play king d7, I think. Thank goodness! That was actually a close one. He thought for a while, though, yeah, I think he is maybe even overrated at 1200 because I don't think that was such a hard move to see. Um, a move is bad because someone played a bad follow-up logic. Oh, a move is bad because wait. Wait, which move did I say? Wait, I'm confused. What did I say? Wait, I said b6 was good, and then the next thing actually cannot be. Then bishop d1, so then it's bad, or what? What are you talking? Yeah, bullet dodge. Thank goodness. Bullet dodge. I wonder did she see it after she moved? Because often with these kinds of moves, you move, and then you're like, oh sugar, I just blundered, and then you panic. He has some play. Well, does he have play? Now we actually were happy to trade, are we not? Well, not us trading, but we can just play our king here. Oh, all right. Oh, right. Earlier he said not playing b5 was good. Well, I thought it was a good move, and then he played a bad move because b5 was not played. So sometimes, you play a move that gives your opponent more chances to mess up. That is a legit uh you know thing. Bishop takes d4. Do you want to, I mean, I actually don't think that she will play this because she did want to keep her bishop pair. But if we do take um let's see. I guess yeah, then we have, oh my goodness, look at this beautiful pawn. No, we can't play b5 anyway. We still can't play b5. So we need to play king. Well, you don't want to take yet because b6 is going to be hanging. So she's definitely not going to take. But oh, actually, the bishop can take back because it's protecting the rook again. So she can also just castle. Well, castling, I guess the other rook protects anyway. It is classical. So Lula has an hour and 12 minutes, and he has 1 hour and 7 minutes. So they've got plenty of time. But they're playing quickly, which is good for us. Don't have to wait around. Oh, now you're saying bishop c2 is bad because it baited her to play this mess. It's not really a mess. I think the only problem was b6. There wasn't really any other problem. I don't think this is such a mess. Maybe also taking with the rook was a little bit better to just exchange some more pieces and not have a pin, but I think it's all good. Only one problem, but kind of a decent sized one if her opponent had paid attention. A decent sized one, yeah, a decent sized problem. Um, well, her opponent hasn't been paying attention from the beginning, so he's unlikely to wake up in the middle of the game. So, we're getting to the point where there's gonna be a lot of thinking soon, I think. So we're going to open up the joke floor and allow you guys to come up with some jokes or tell me some funny jokes because I will need some entertainment too. No holding back with the criticism of the poor opponent. Well, we are here to be critical, I guess. I don't think you want to give away that bishop. Maybe e5 is a better idea. Maybe you want to hold on to this bishop. It feels like they've blitzed through what is probably the critical part of the game. Yeah, there's no point playing fast. Um, fast just so you can think when you don't need to, or when you've missed everything. But yeah, that is definitely what has been played. But her opponent seems to just like moving fast. I don't know. Maybe he's in a rush to go to the beach. They're in the south of France, so. Joel! Thank you so much for the 21 months, pick one. Thank you. Sleep well. Brilliant! King d7 was played. We have given her the right energy. Thank you so much. Well, not yet. Not e5 yet. I'm very happy to see this too. This is excellent. Um, sleep well, and I will see you later. Yes, play fast. He has not much time left on this earth. Oh my goodness. Right. Getting straight to it. He definitely is not gonna be watching this stream anyway. Hopefully. Mm, yeah, I mean, white is sorry, black is already a pawn up, and okay, two pawns up actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, black is two pawns up. This is gonna drop as well, and then we're gonna have two queens. I wonder, is he gonna resign? He probably will resign. We won't be able to get our rose and g5 mate gold. Knight seems valuable than bishop in this position. It's true that the knight maybe at the moment is better, but we can easily kick him away. If we can kick him away, then I don't think we need to actually give the bishop away. They did exchange pleasantries before the match, so if she mentioned the stream. Even if she did mention it, I don't think he will. I don't know. It feels like he wouldn't. Maybe it's just me telling myself that. Well, one, he might not, and two, he might also not speak English. Two pawns, so the opponent won't resign yet, but really suffers. Yeah, I can't imagine this is a fun game for him to be playing right now. To be honest, I would probably, well, hopefully never get into this type of position, but just resign because what am I even playing for? What is the ideal amount of pawns to be up in your opinion? Well, any amount of pawns is good. One is decent. Two is even better. I mean, already in two, I would be thinking it's game over after being two. I mean, it depends on the position. If you, but we're already close to an end game here. Queens are already traded. See you go cool. Thanks for coming in. Also, don't forget Discord. I haven't forgotten. I just haven't gotten a chance. Well, she didn't actually blunder it because he didn't see it, so it hasn't happened. At least he can tell his grandkids he was on Lula's and your stream. Yeah, he got his moment of fame. I mean, his grandkids could also be watching. I don't think that's the definition of blunder. Really, when I think that someone blundered. Okay, so Lula just played f6. Wait, sorry. What did he play? Oh, he played the other knight to f3, and now Lula played f6. I guess she wants to play e5. Brilliant! She's listening to us. If she plays e5 first, then he can just take on c6, and now when you take back, then I can take on e5. So f6 is planning to play e5. And then the knight has not many good places to go. He can't go to c2, so he probably will need to go to f5. Actually, if we play g6 as well, then e5 just wins a piece. Because knight b5, we can just take that for free. If the rook takes, then the rook is no longer protected. So I wonder, will we also see g6 on the board? That would be interesting. Although, he will just make space for the knight, so I think it's going to be a short-lived threat. Yeah. You can just take on a8 first, though. Oh, wait. So, after knight b5, we take... Yeah, you're right. You're right. You can just take back. Yeah, so actually knight b5 is possible. Imagine checking out Twitch, seeing your grandpa play chess, and the whole chat making fun of his age. Well, we're making fun of his chess is the main thing. We're not really making fun of his age. Okay, rook b2 was played. Maybe he wants to play rook a2 or rook b1. Hello, Taipon! How are you doing? I'm hoping he's older than me, otherwise I should stop talking about grandkids. Well, he's born in 1954. So, now you know if he's older or not. The bishop on a4. Yes, so you're safe for now, Luz. Definitely, wait, sorry. Yeah, or he could already be 70. We don't know when his birthday was. The bishop on a4 is troubled. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. I guess now the bishop has nowhere to go. But now we can also play b5. And we are good. I think she's gonna play e5. Just kick away the knight. And after this trade, we can just take with the bishop and trade some more pieces. Maybe then rook b1. Knight d4, bishop d4, e takes d4, and then bishop b3. Hello, Mr. Dodgy. In my day, we show respect. Well, in your day, probably they weren't playing like this at that age. even even chess engines don't bring companionship to his restless soul. Well, it doesn't look like you're getting much respect either. So what was played? Rook b8 was played, and he's doubled up his rooks. So now the bishop is again being harassed a bit. Well, not really, but well, yeah, really. Well, yeah. Wait a second. This is annoying. I think we have to play b5 here. b5, but then the knight can just take. Rook b8. I'm not a fan of rook b8. I think have we lost a pawn here? Can we save it? Okay, we actually have an opportunity to save it. So we can't play b5. But we can take and trade and then bring our bishop back. So this is the only way. This is the only way to save our pawn. So rook b maybe was a little bit inaccurate. Be funny if you magicked up some tactics. I mean, he is cooking over here with this pin. So this is the only way. Actually, maybe it's good to get into these kinds of positions because it keeps us on our toes. Yeah, we need to take with the bishop. But if we take with the bishop, oh yeah, we need to take with the bishop because then we can play b5. So we have to take with the bishop. If he takes back with the knight, then we can trade, and it's then we can actually still play b5 or bring our bishop back to c6. If we kick out the knight, well, you mean if we play e5? If we play e5, oh, you're right. We can also play e5. But if we play e5, then the knight will just move out of the way. They don't have to trade. If they trade, it's good. But if they move out of the way, now this bishop... Oh, yeah, then we can just play b5. Yeah, we can also play e5. Oh, we got a raid! Hello. Thank you for the raid, GM Nixons. Welcome, everyone. We are commentating on Lula's over the board game. She is playing in the Cannes International Festival. And she is playing against a 1200. She's playing really well. Now we have something to deal with here. This annoying pin and attack, but we have a bunch of ways to get rid of it. What was the opening? Can you guess? Do you want to take a guess what opening it was? Oh yeah, knight b5, that's true. Knight b5 is possible. Oh, knight b5 is possible. That's true. We can't even play e5. Yes, London! It was a London system. A really botched London. Again, I don't think many Londons aren't botched because you're kind of, you know, going down that realm of destroying the position either way. Well, Collie is just much better than the London. What do you mean? That's not even a thing. There he is peeking through. Maybe he smells some blood here. I think she'll get out of it. There's nothing really else that she can do. Urban is scary, but enough opportunity to go wrong at lower elo. Yeah, well, he hasn't really showed much. This is the first time he's posing problems. The bishop goes to b2, Laz. The bishop goes to b2, and it will have a nice diagonal over there. Protects the knight that will soon come to e5. If we can get some good results, like draw to an IM, we drew to the Scottish IM. I forgot his name, but something Glasgow is his Lee Chess username. So you can't knock it if we get good results against it. Okay, so she made a move. She played b5 was played. b5 was played. That's just a free pawn. That's just a free pawn. No, no, no! Not Ginger GM. I think it's like Grimhook Glasgow or something like that. I forgot. No! No! Why did she play that? That is not good. She saw it earlier. That's why she played b6 earlier, so it's the same tactic. I bet he doesn't take it. Uh, well, I'd be happy if he doesn't take it. But yeah, you need to. Hey, smart guy, thank you. Yang yang. Huh. I think. No, I said Scottish, but it's not Mr. Dodgy. No, 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 I did say Scottish. Wait, I can find out for you. Yeah, Grimlock Glasgow is his username. Um, but what is his name? Let's see, Scottish chess players. Hmm. Oh, Andrew Greet. Yeah, it was Andrew Greet. Second highest rated Scottish player. This is not good. So he actually left the board. He's not at the board at the moment. Yeah, he's not at the board. Yeah, he is strong one GM norm. Not strong enough to beat me. This game is quite instructive in the sense that one decision bishop takes instead of rook takes just makes later decisions harder than they should be. Yeah, that's true. Um, that's a good point, Laz. Yeah, bishop takes d4 would have simplified. This is why you don't want to be too attached to, I don't know, bishop pairs, I guess, because the first time knight bishop takes the knight on c5 would have been slightly better, I think, because it would have simplified easier and the knight would have been much stronger. Taking the two pawns, you're also attacking c3. And now here as well, this would have been a nice way to simplify because if the pawn takes, now you can play b5 and now you have two protected passed pawns. Or if they take like this as well. Okay, they probably would take like this. But yeah. Now this is, we'll see. He did take it! He did take it. He took it. Okay, so this has been played. This has been played. He's gonna take. Okay, now this is just so much. This is so much slower, but okay. Actually, this is still fine because you can protect the c3 pawn. So actually, this is all good. There's no problems. He gets a pawn back, but you're just gonna be able to take it back. He just stepped down towards the stream real quick. Yeah, she's still up a pawn, so it's all good because this is just hanging now, and there's no way to protect it. Oh, play rook b1 first before rook c3. Give a check, and then rook c3. Oh, that's nice. Perfect calculation from Lula, no luck involved. So far, there have been two mistakes only in the game. I think, okay, the first mistake was allowing bishop d1, but he didn't take it. This second one, okay, so she exchanged. The rooks are exchanged. Oh, you prefer rook a5? I don't think you should trade first. I think you should go for the pawn. Because you'll just take it. Now you can't protect the pawn anymore. She doesn't want to make it too easy for herself. This is her thinking. Yeah, opposite color bishops is going to be annoying. So what we've learned from here is don't hold on to your bishop pair. Don't become emotionally attached. The c3 pawn ain't going nowhere. Yeah, but then how can you attack it? If you exchange rooks, how are you going to get to the c3 pawn? It will take you a while. Let's say you do exchange. I mean, you have to go around the world. I guess you can do this nice rectangular thingy, or Whatever this shape is. Well, okay, so let's say you do that. Jum, jum, jum. You give white a chance to protect it, and then you can actually. Okay, I guess you can attack with the bishop as well. Yeah, sure, you're gonna win the pawn back, but yeah, bishop a3. Yeah, bishop a3, bishop b2. Yeah, but now your bishop is stuck on b2, and so maybe that's why rook b1 would have been better. Knight d2 b1. Ooh, I don't want to protect you with the knight on b1. That would not be my preference. I think you're in time to play king f1. Oh, but then there's knight b3. Oh, but then you can just attack the bishop. Yeah. Lula has a strong chance of being bored to death in the next 30 moves. Well, it is her fault because she did play b5. Echo, thanks for the follow. What's the position? The position is here. She's much higher rated. She's 1500. Her opponent is 1200. Well, she's 1488, which is 1500, I would say. But yeah, it's going to be, this is the position at the moment. It's going to be a tough grind. Yeah. Okay, rook b3 is played. Excellent. Thank you very much. Take that pawn. And then we can go back to being 2 pawns up because it has been a few moves. They'll get a big bonus on the March list. How many points will you get if you're 1300? Okay, so knight here was played. So now we can decide whether we... Well, I think we should just take the pawn. There's no checks, and if we trade, then that's all good for me as well. Yeah, this is also good. No one below 1400! What? He'll get 200 points! Oh my goodness. Yeah, she won't get much rating from this. Maybe she'll get like 3 points. Oh my goodness. No one will be under 1400. What? That's crazy. Hey, Mariah! How are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. How are you doing? Okay, she took the pawn. As we should. Best of luck with your work. Enjoy. What is Lula's rating? She is 1500. 1488. Well, we can calculate. Let's just go on to ELO calculator. And I can tell you exactly how many rating points she'll get from this. So her opponent is 1226. She's K20. Is she K20? I think so. Yeah, so she'll get 3.6. So actually she'll get 4 points because it'll be rounded up. But I mean, it depends on the total. It depends on the at the end of the tournament. I always hate when they round down. It's always frustrating. She won't lose. There's literally no way she can lose this. I know that pawn chain. It was nicer before when the pawn was on f7. And earlier when we also had a b5 pawn because we could also increase it. But yeah, still nice. So she's down to 51 minutes and he has an hour and 1 minute. Hello, Jims! Ain't this too early for you? It's early, but we're commentating on Lula's game, so it's the tournament's fault that we're so early. They started the round at 9. Given the imminent update, the rating changes in this tournament would be pretty much irrelevant for all the players in the C section. If you gain rating, you will get less bonus in March. Oh yeah, that's true. We're playing for the wins and the glory. So, bishop g4 was played, threatening e6. You gotta catch it. Yes, I'm happy that you gotta catch it too. Jims also gets to catch it because he's usually busy with work. Are you at work right now, Jims? But yes, it is definitely way too early for me. I was the zombie waking up this morning. It was quite tough for me to wake up. Oh, you just got up. Okay, right. That's good. I would still be fast asleep right now. I usually get up. Well, I'm actually not going to say it because I don't want the judgment. But I get up very late these days and I sleep quite late. ELO is different than USCF. It's funny because I never have said ELO before. I always say rating, but everyone has started saying ELO in the online chess world. I used to play ELO rated tournaments in Germany in the early 2000s. Oh, are you from Germany? Title Tuesday today. Yes, definitely. We will be playing Title Tuesday later after I take a nap. Well, actually I shouldn't take a nap. I think I'm going to go outside because I actually have not gone outside. I should be quiet. Is there something wrong with knight takes d4? I'm not seeing. Oh, right. Yeah, that does just blunder a pawn. You're right. I didn't even look at that. I just saw bishop here. To be honest, I'm actually just waiting for Lula to win this because she's 2 pawns up and there are not many more tricks that he can do. Also, do we want to take with the bishop? Actually, this is excellent because now we get rid of the opposite color bishops. If we just take with the bishop, we can just take back like that. But here it doesn't even matter. 3 pawns is... Why did he make that move? Okay, she took it. She took with the knight. Okay, she took with the knight. Still great. You have a feeling we're gonna break our Title Tuesday record. Oh, let's hope so. He resigned! Oh, he resigned. Oh, he said he was expecting f5. He's expecting f5. Yes, brilliant! Quick match! Quick games! That is what we like to see. Woo! Well done, Lula! He resigned. I mean, he is very, what am I even saying? I was going to say that he has no chances, so there's no point to continue. Okay. Lovely people. Well, Lula has her first win, 1 out of 1. Excellent. She played really, really well. Except for 2 moves, but hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully that won't happen. We got 2 points. Excellent. In the next games. Okay, so I think there's another round today. What time is the next round? What time is the next round? I think it's maybe 4. Yeah, I can hear you.
Um, okay, people should hear me now. The next round is at 3. She's probably gonna do a quick interview, I guess. She's probably gonna join the call. That's how we usually do it. But
Okay.
she'll be on Zoom, and you're not on Zoom. So if you want to talk to her, you'll have to rejoin the Zoom call, or I can
Okay.
just talk to her. It's up to you. But then it'll be confusing.
I'll
I don't know.
I'll come on to Zoom now. Yeah, yeah, that's all good. Okay, I'm coming over to Zoom. So Lula is. Oh, brilliant! I would actually love to talk to Lula. Sugar, wait, I have to quickly go to Zoom.
It's fine. It's a big venue.
Second.
It'll take a while for her to walk through it.
Okay, that's good.
Now everyone will get seasick again.
Here we
Here
go.
we
We're
go. We're
getting a
getting a
tour of
tour
the
of the
place.
place.
Nice
Nice
carpet.
carpet. Oh, hang on. Let me mute you somewhere. I'll mute you on. Oh wait. I'll mute you on Discord. Yeah, that's fine. Cause I don't need your sound. I think from there. Okay, we should be good now.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Uh,
Lula.
hi. I won.
Well done.
Thank you.
You
I
played a
really
really
thought,
nice opening.
thank you. I really thought I fucked up when I let him. Going to double on the B file. I didn't think he was going to double on the A file, and so I just completely missed it. Um,
Yeah.
but then again, his C one was weak anyway, so it was not like the end of the world. Um, I don't think. I don't know what you guys thought, but I
Um.
didn't think it was. Hold on,
So.
I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah. Um. So. Wait. I'll just go back. So. You know earlier when you played, so you played such a perfect opening. You played really, really well. Well done for the opening. You played so well.
Thank you.
Um. But after Bishop C5, after he gave away his first pawn, did you consider
Yeah,
taking with the bishop?
I did. Was it much, much, much better? I just thought that my I thought that that was my good bishop because it was the bishop that was on the opposite color square to all my pawns. And I knew that the knight maybe was the plan to bring the knight to like B2. Was it B2 or like to the outpost? Was that the plan? If I traded with the bishop?
Well, I guess if you trade with the bishop, then you can also attack c3 much easier.
Yeah,
And it's true, you're right, it is your good bishop, but also that bishop doesn't really have many squares to go to, and you got, I guess, kind of
yeah.
tied up with it later. But
That's absolutely true. It did get tied up. I think
uh,
I did consider it, but I couldn't evaluate if like the attack on C3 was a good enough reason to give up the bishop pair, I guess. And
yeah,
I think it's hard to decide. And like if I had seen that I was immediately winning the pawn, I don't know, maybe there is a really concrete way to win the pawn. I was kind of struggling to calculate today.
yeah.
If it was super concrete and I knew that, I would have given the bishop pair away. But I think I either didn't think it was going to be like I knew that I could attack c3 easily, but I didn't know if I was going to win it. And maybe I probably should have calculated like a longer. I should have looked more, I looked deeper. I
No,
guess.
I
No,
think
but
it
I
is
mean,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
I
I
think,
think it was fine. Yeah,
yeah, keeping the bishop pair here is okay.
um,
yeah.
was that? I feel like that was relatively short. Yeah, it was
It
just
was
kind
it
of.
was really quick. And then
We just.
also there was
Mhm.
a there was another moment.
Uh-huh.
I guess uh the main difficulty was just taking with the bishop instead of the rook on a4, because then your bishop was pinned, I guess, and it caused you some problems. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that. I just didn't know. I'm okay. I think it's entirely because I missed him doubling on the 8 bell, and I just thought,
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just thought he was going to double on the b file, and I was like, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But I did consider taking with the rook. I just thought, I don't know what I thought. I thought that it complicated things up. I'm not sure actually. I don't really remember. But yeah, I should have taken with the rook. I also considered castling instead of playing bishop c2, but then I thought he had, but then I thought he had bishop back to the
D1.
background
Yeah.
to trade off. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think bishop c2 is good. I guess even if castling is also good because the pawn on a4 is so weak that you can always play. Also, it's still pinned, so you can play b5.
yeah, but he castled no.
So after bishop c2, then he castled. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, after he castled, and then you played really well. I guess. But then after rook b8, you got into
that was
Do you know how to get rid of how to not lose the pawn? There's only one way.
In the position I had, there was a way.
Yeah. So
Really, even though I really thought that there was nothing better than b5.
You can trade the knight first. So
I looked at that. I did. I just thought he could take the bishop anyway.
Wait 1 second. Let me just go to it.
Sorry.
So
I thought that if I took the knight, he could take the bishop, and then I take the knight. He takes the bishop.
But he gives up an exchange. Oh, wait. I don't have. Wait, I have to go back to the position. Okay, so move.
I just thought that if I traded the knight, he could take back also with the other knight and put the other knight there. And then I don't know. It felt like not right, but
No, I think you trade,
honestly I had
you
really
trade
hard
everything
time
on
calculating
d4.
shit. I think it's some sort of practice.
Wait, I'm just getting the position back.
Don't worry.
Wait, so after rook b.
No, you just trade everything on d4. That's the point.
You trade everything, and then
then you have bishop c6 at the end. That's the trick.
I have bishop c6 at the end. I looked at that, but then I honestly couldn't see it right in my head. To be honest, I couldn't visualize it properly. I also thought that my b pawn was. I thought if I traded everything in the middle, you can take with the c pawn. He doesn't have the. Can I take with the c pawn? No, that he takes with the e pawn, and then I don't know. I can't see the board.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So you're thinking after taking the knight that he just takes the bishop anyway. Yeah.
I thought that was also possible. Was that possible?
Well, yeah, I guess it is possible, but it's an equal trade, because you can take the rook back and then you can just bring your bishop back.
Okay. Otherwise, I have to give up my the bishop. Otherwise, I give up my dark square bishop for the knight as well.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so you're giving up. I guess you are giving up the bishop pair, but you can keep your pawn because did you see that after b5 he takes on b5?
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw it.
Yeah, and then I knew I had to take with the rook and not the bishop.
Yeah.
I just didn't see. I think maybe I just got lost in all the trades. I didn't see the trade.
I see what you thought you should take with the knight first on d4. That's where you've got confused. Because if you take with the knight, then he takes back on d4 and your bishop's under attack. And then both of your bishops are hanging. But you can, what Diana's saying is you can take with the bishop first. So you take you
Okay.
give up your bishop for the knight, and then you don't lose the pawn. But I mean, it works out anyway because you do win the pawn by force on c3. So
Yeah.
it's not that big a deal.
I think that it probably would have been an easier game to play if I didn't give the pawn back. But when I realized I was winning the c pawn by force anyway, and that
Yeah.
he wasn't going to stop me from trading at least one set of minor pieces after that. My only worry was him playing rook a8 and trying to grab my pawns on the other side, but I just figured that was so slow that I'm
Yeah.
gonna queen before he does any like damage. And I wasn't sure if I should give a check first before attacking the pawn or
Oh,
not.
that was actually someone suggested that that's a nice move because then it forces him to have a worse position with his king if he moves his
I
king or
but I thought he
blocks.
could play bishop back to f1 as
Yeah,
well.
so I guess if yeah, he can also block, but then it stops if he plays bishop f1, it stops his king from going to f1 as well it'll be harder for him to activate. It's a
Okay.
nice I also always miss those things because I feel like it's a useless move, but it is a little bit it gives you a slightly nicer way, but it's the same thing. It doesn't really make that much of a difference.
I did consider doing it. I just didn't know if it again was like I had a chess lesson recently with this WGM that I'm having lessons with, and she was like very adamant that there were only certain situations where you should give checks. And
Oh,
see I didn't see it like I thought, okay, maybe the bishop would be worse there, maybe the king would be worse there, but I was like, but do I know that? Like I don't know. And I guess I just wasn't sure. Like in a blitz game, I absolutely would have given a check first, just like because it's blitz.
yeah.
But in classical, it's like, should I do that? I don't know. But yeah, I did consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it's more about the king, whether he blocks with the bishop or moves the king or not. It doesn't really matter because it takes the king longer to get to the center because it's the
okay.
passed c pawn that's the big problem for him to deal with, and he needs to get his king like basically to c2.
That's actually a really good point. I guess I didn't consider that. I guess I didn't consider that aspect of it that he needed to get the king to c2. I also was wondering if after king h2, if there was any point in giving the bishop check to force him to play g3 or anything like that.
Well, that one is
Or if there was
probably is an example of a pointless check because
Yeah.
then the king is faster. It gives the king the g2 square to
Yeah.
get back, so it gives the king a quicker route, and it's not
Yeah.
clear that your bishop is doing anything extra on d6. So
I
that
agree,
probably
and
is an example of where you shouldn't play the check.
I also considered that it also stopped me from having the opportunity to trade the bishop for that knight should I have wanted to at some point. And yeah, I guess for me, it's very instructive because it was difficult to discern which, if either of those checks should be played or both or neither. I decided not to play either of them because I didn't see that it made a big concrete difference, but I can see now that it would have taken the king definitely longer to get to the pawn, so would have been useful. Anyway, he resigned, so I guess
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it was never. It wasn't like critical for the game. Like you're not gonna lose the game because
yeah,
his king gets to f1 in one move. Like
yeah,
so you're fine. It's not a big deal.
yeah. I was kind of surprised he resigned there. I think it's probably because it's a double round day and he knows he has to play again later. But I guess like it's a pretty miserable position to play because
Yeah.
he's probably gonna have to sack something for my pawn at some point if I get to push it. And if like all of his counterplay was on like trying to, I don't know, attack a pawn like that is well defended, I didn't really know what he was thinking of doing. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was nice and quick. It's nice to have a quick morning round when you have a double round day. And I was worried because my portable charger that I used to plug my phone in whilst I'm streaming wouldn't charge last night. But it had like some charge, and I don't know if I need to go and get another one in between these two rounds, which I was really panicked about. I was like, what if I have a really long game and then you don't have time to buy another charger? But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I think was it like the camera okay? The quality was
Yeah,
okay?
it was perfect. Everything was
Yeah.
good.
All good.
Okay. Cool.
Well
Thank you so
done.
much, Diana. I really appreciate it.
That's all good. Well done for winning.
Thank you. And yeah, I hope the game was interesting. I actually never get to play against the London system over the board.
You played so well.
You never
Thank
get to.
No, I never get to. And to be honest, I kind of like the way I play against.
Yeah.
I know that Dodgy says that if you really want to play for a win, don't play the Queen B6 stuff. I did vaguely consider playing.
No, I think this is a
I
very good line against lower rated players.
Okay,
I think it's if White really knows what he's doing and White wants a draw, then it can be hard to play for a win. But against weaker players, this is a very easy way to win, I think.
Yeah, I think he just underestimated the double B pawn push, because I remembered when I had a lesson with Dodgy before the Olympiad, and I think he showed us some games from like some WIMs or something where they played this, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that, Dodgy?
I do. I remember everything.
Yeah, and basically I remembered that White has to be really quick to get castled if they don't want there to be some like problems with their queenside pawns, like either just weakening or losing one outright. So, and I just think he was pretty slow. Like I think obviously he wasted a lot of time with his bishop, which ended up getting eaten. And then I actually don't think he needed to play h3 when he played h3. And he was just kind of slow in the opening.
Yeah. He played fast for his bad moves, and then when he had chances to, he had a nice chance earlier to play like Bishop D1 when to win the pawn that way as well, and he just played knight in the center pretty quickly. So
yeah,
he played really well.
I guess he thought like, oh, I gotta be quick now, but like it was a bit late.
Yeah, it's a bit late. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm happy about it because it means I get a little bit of rest before my next round as well, which is at 3 p.m. And there will also be commentary for that. I think Johnny is commentating.
He is.
Yes, cool, awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna head off. I actually need to take my tripod back to the stage, and then I'm gonna go and sit in the sun because it's 18 degrees and sunny today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy and get some nice food as well.
Yeah, I will actually. Thank you so much for giving up your time to commentate. I really appreciate
problem.
it. Thanks
for inviting.
Bye, guys. I will
Bye.
see you.
Good luck in the next round.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Diana, are you gonna keep streaming or are you finishing?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream for a little bit longer.
Awesome.
And
then I can rate and then we can that makes life easier.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for watching everybody.
Thanks everyone.
I'll
will
send
see
you
you
all
guys
across
later.
now and we'll be back at 3 p.m. in only 4 hours. These double round days, I hate.
I hate them. I hate double rounds.
I haven't done one for like years, but there's like one round a day is so nice. It's like the perfect way to play chess. Okay, bye guys. See you later.
See you later.
Hopefully the raid works, which it doesn't seem to be. Great. Okay, maybe I can't raid. Why can't I raid? Okay, I guess I can. Okay, everybody go across to that stream. I don't know. I'll just end this stream. Okay, bye everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.